Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Christina Reese, Creating with Christina, and we have a brand new catalog, Stampin' Up! 2024-2025 annual catalog, and it is totally different from any catalog we have ever had. So I want to do a quick walkthrough with you, an overview of how this catalog is set up and the best way to use it, okay? All righty, here we go. So first of all, the cover is so different. Usually our cover focuses on product. Instead, our cover is focusing on you. And we've got ladies out here in the garden working on making cards, crafting, and enjoying each other's fellowship. So that is what Stampin' Up! Is all about. Creating communities, crafting communities, friendships, relationships. It's so much fun. And so they're really they've got a lot of fun photos in this catalog highlighting people creating. So anyways, the 2024-2025 annual catalog. Now, that when you open the page, there is a beautiful little letter from our CEO and her mother, the owner, Shelly. So Shelly and Sarah, her daughter, the CEO, and pictures of people having fun creating. Beautiful. All right. The next page is our table of contents. So we have set up the catalog in a new way. If you will see that, if you'll focus in on color, we've got this first section called Step-by-Step Crafting. That's found on pages 4 through 11. Then the next section, Quick and Easy Options, 12 through 29. Creativity Your Way, the rest of the catalog, 30 through 91. And finally, the back, the index. All right. And it is all set up totally different. I can't wait to show you. So let's start with the step-by-step crafting. Step-by-step crafting is where you have everything done for you. You have all of the product you need. You've got all the instructions on how to make the project. We call them kits. There are two kinds of kits. We have a kits collection, and then we also have paper pumpkin. All right, this is our kits collection. Now, I want to point something out to you. There are no prices or order numbers on this page because kits are online. They come and go quickly, so they can't really keep them in the catalog. We get 2 new kits every month. So they have a QR code right here. You just take your phone, the camera, focus on the QR code, and it will bring up a link for you to tap on, and it'll take you to the kits collection section of the store. All right. The store is just stampinup.com and then kits collection. And these are some examples of kits that we have, but not necessarily will these kits be available. They're just samples of what kits look like. Kits include, they may or may not include a stamp depending on what the project is. Ink spots, all of the embellishments, all of that, all put in a nice little kit. The other kind of kits we have are Paper Pumpkin, and Paper Pumpkin is a subscription kit where you pay every month and they send you the kit, or you can do it prepay. But subscription, you have more, what am I trying to say? More things available to you when you're a subscriber. There's an actual Paper Pumpkin store that has extra things you can purchase besides just the actual kit itself. You can order refills, you can order add-ons, things like that, but only subscribers are able to go there. And there's the QR code for the Paper Pumpkin. Okay. Now, the next part of our catalog is called Quick and Easy. And this is a brand new product line. This is the, where everything is kind of made for you, but you still have the flexibility to create it yourself. Okay. So what I mean by that is you pick and choose, and then you craft it. And let me show you. So first of all, well, I'll come back to this page. I want to show you the mix and match is what we're talking about. So how this works is you order yourself some cards and envelopes, and they have like a spring style color, or they have like a more of a masculine calming creek color, they call it. Then they have these ephemera packs, and these ephemera packs have sayings. They have some images. They have like regular something for everything images. And then this one is flower images. And then this last one is like labels and layers. So you can stamp on these labels to make it more specific. And then this is a stamp set that works beautifully with these labels here. Okay, so that's what Mix and Match is all about. Now, here are some examples of card, and that's the other thing about this catalog. So many examples. Oh my gosh, you will not run out of ideas with this catalog. All right, so these are some examples of cards that they've made using these ephemera packs and card and envelope packs. All right, and let me double check, make sure that's all that is. Yes. Okay. So now let's go back to this page. This is a really helpful page if you are a brand new crafter, or you're not quite sure what you really need to be making cards and paper crafts. Very quickly, just snips, adhesive, dimensionals, ink, and we sell the ink in little bitty, what we call ink spots. So you don't have to invest in the big pads. Just some little spots here, some blocks to put your stamps on, a simple stamp set, a simple punch, some cards and envelopes, your stamp cleaner, and then your demonstrator, which in this case, it's me, Christina Reese, Creating with Christina, and I am here for you. So these are the top 10 crafting essentials, and then the Mix and Matches here. And then finally, whoops, let me get that off of there. One more aspect of this section is these card sketches. I am a huge fan of card sketches, and Stampin' Up! Is really helping us out here. So they've got 22 different little sketches, and you will find these little images throughout the catalog. And so you can see how they made the card very simply. And I'll point some of those out in a minute. But your basic card design, you need ink and to stamp a sentiment. You need some layers of color. You need some embellishment to jazz it up a wee bit. And then you have a base to put it all on. And that is all there is to creating a card. Very, very simple. We at Stampin' Up! Have our colors in 4 different families. We have the subtles, the brights, the regals, and the neutrals. We have some more colors, and they're called in colors, and they come and go. Every year we get 5 new colors, but they leave every 2 years. So they overlap each other. So there are 10 extra colors every year that are not included in the families. We call them the in colors. All right. Now, that is the quick and easy. There are some simple stamp sets available in this section. There are the scrapbooking, the memories and lore. By the way, if you did not hear, Stampin' Up! Is expanding their scrapbook line, and we are so excited. Now, they have this little section here, but as the year goes on, they're going to be adding more and more. And I'll be sharing that with you. Okay. And then this is a fun little section here. This is quick and simple. These little items here, they just punch out. You just add them to the paper, stamp it up, and you're done. So this is all quick and easy, quick and easy. Now, this is the next section of the catalog. So far we've done, now I can't even remember, step by step, which are the kits, and then the quick and easy, which is kind of like a little bit more than kits, but not where you're overwhelmed with all the products. Okay. But Creativity Your Way is for those of us who have been crafting for a while. We want it all. We want all the different techniques, all the different tools, all the different stuff. And so this is Creativity Your Way, and it is the bulk of the rest of the catalog. So here we go. We're going to start with, hold on, the sweets. If I can open it up, these are the sweets, and they're all together now. So we have the Mediterranean blooms, take to the sky, to market, wildly flowering, full of life, Lily Pond Lane, thoughtful journey, country wood, which is a 2-page, it has a big suite, unbounded beauty, which is all our new in colors for this year. It's a 2-page, also very large suite. Okay, and then we'll get into bundles. So those are all the suites. Now, what do I mean by a suite? A suite is a collection of items that all coordinate. And so you could purchase the whole suite and then have everything you need to make a bazillion different kind of cards. All right. And they've even given you some examples. And what they also did in this catalog is on this example page, they broke this up into the elements of the suite. So for instance, here is a card sample that just highlights the stamp set. Okay. Here is a card that highlights the paper. They've cut the image out right here of this paper, and they've used the back of this paper here. Anyway, so that's an example of using the paper. They have an example using these dies have some specialty dies, some frames and other things besides just the dies that cut out the images. And so they highlight that. And here also. And then let's see. This one is a stamp one. Oh, I know what it is, where they use it all. They use the dies, the stamps, the ephemera. They use everything on one of the cards, a collection card. All right. So that is a suite, and they're wonderful. You can order the entire thing up here with this number, or you can come down here and do the individual. Now, remember, whenever you order a die and a stamp that coordinate a bundle, you get a 10% off. And so that I have that option right there, 10% bundle. Or if you just wanted the stamp set, you could just get the stamp set. All right. And that's down here, Citrus Bloom stamp set right there. Okay. So that is our suites collection. The next type of things that we offer out of that are bundles. Okay. The bundles do not have like coordinating paper and coordinating bling and stuff like that. It's just the stamp and the dies. Okay. Now, the way this page is set up, the top is the name of the bundle and the 10% mark that shows you 10%. And then here in the middle, right here, is the order number and the price for the bundle, okay, for both of them together. Now, if you didn't want them together and you wanted them individually, that is listed down here, okay? But just remember, when you order the bundle, you save the 10% if you order it separate, but you can order it separate if you want. And there are all kinds of bundles that we offer, all right? There are die bundles, and then there are also punch bundles. So these are all the die bundles. And notice they have samples up here also for each bundle. Really wonderful. Okay. Once we get past all of the new bundles, then we get into the encore bundles. These are bundles that are no longer 10% off. These were from previous catalogs, but they're still available. Okay. For instance, Cheerful Daisies. I was just using that on one of last week's card tutorials. But it's still available. It's just not available as a bundle anymore. So these are encore. These were in previous catalogs. Okay. And there's quite a few of them. So you may own a lot of these already, and you'd want to go through your catalog and mark the ones you already own so you don't accidentally order it again. Oh, we're so bad about that. Okay. Now, after the bundles come just stamps that don't have dies that go with them. Okay. Individual dies, stamps. And these stamps are what we call double play or reverse stamps. And on this page, they're also featuring the blocks. The blocks, if you can't find them, a lot of people are like, I can't find the blocks. Well, it's because it's on this random page 83. It makes sense to be here because they're talking about it. However, if you were looking for it, it'd be very hard. So that's why they've made this incredible index in the back now. And I'll get to that in a minute. But you have that. So here, and if it has a large picture of a stamp, then it's brand new. This is full size. It's a brand new stamp. If it's little bitty over here, then these are carryovers. Okay, these are carryovers. So here's a brand new one, but these are carryover. These are masculine. These are also two-step stamps. So you stamp the outline and then you fill it in with the other stamp. This is brand new. Here's some examples. Background stamps. These are awesome. Okay. This is brand new, but all of these are carryovers. That means we've had them in previous catalogs. They also feature the big block that you will need for these large stamps. Okay. Or a stamp positioning tool, which I find is even better. Okay. Here are some more. This is no, what is this? Kudos to our demonstrators. These are stamps that demonstrators have created. So they're really fun to look at. They have a little gold medallion thing down here that let you know these demonstrators have sold over $1 million in sales for their lifetime as a demonstrator. And that is one of the benefits of staying in the company that long, is you get to make your own stamp. How fun is that? All right, here's some organizing elements that we have and some ways to organize. Also tools. So you have the blend storage, but the blends are on another page. You have, what else do we have? The take your pick putty refill up here. Here it is right here. Anyway, so you have to kind of read to figure out what's going on here, but this is all space for inspiration organizing. Now we are going into occasion stamps. So these are thank you stamps. Here we have, what do we have here? Memories. And it looks like happy days. So these are all kind of like celebrate the year, different occasion type stamps. Okay. And we even have a stamp set for making invitations. How fun is that? What is this? Homes. Okay. Metallic. We have all the metallic in one section. So we have the gold, copper, silver, and more silver here. Then we have some, what is this? Enamel effects in the gold and the silver. We have some brushed, gilded, different paper with metallic on it. So all kinds of metallic stuff there. All right. Now we're getting into what we call reference type pages. These are the ribbons. These are the embellishments. This is the adhesive. Okay. Oh, these are, is this watercolor tools? Yes, watercolor tools. Paint with water, aqua brushes, blending brushes with the color pencils, the spritz, the pastels, all kinds of fun stuff. All right. Then what else do we have? Get moving. Create interactive cards. Okay. Fun folds. So you'll need a bone folder for that type of stuff. You'll have a special tool here for making that. Here's shaker cards, stuff for shaker cards. And four techniques for masking. We've got a brayer brush. We have the masking paper. We have the blender brushes, all kinds of fun stuff for masking technique. And then for texture, putting texture on your card, you've got your paste and your heat embossing. So much stuff. Oh my gosh. And then getting into embossing. So they kind of did an easy transition into embossing. Here are all the embossing folders that we have. All right. And let's see, blending. So this is our alcohol markers and our regular markers. Another thing that Stampin' Up! Has in this catalog that they've never had before is the color theory. All right, they've given you a color wheel here, and then they've shown you the 4 different color theories. You have your monochromatic, you have your analogous, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I'm not really good at that. Complementary and triadic. The 3 colors. And then what you would just do is like you pick this, and this color, and you can do it. You can rotate it. You can do these 3 colors, or you can rotate and do these 3 colors. But you would do 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2, and you get the 3. Anyways. They kind of explain it down here. Now, these pages are your color collection. So the first color collection are the subtles. These are our pastels. They show you the cardstock, We have it both in 8.5 and 11 and 12 by 12, 6 by 6 designer paper in the color family. People miss that a lot. The markers, the stamp pads, and the ink refills, all for the pastels. Okay. Then we have the brights, the regals, and the neutrals. Okay. This is the in colors. All right. So the new in colors for this catalog: Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, and Petunia Pop. Last year's in colors were Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. These 5 colors will retire at the end of the year. These 5 will continue for 1 more year. Okay, so that's how our in colors come and go. And then we have the basics down here. All right, kind of hiding here in the bottom corner. You have your white cardstock, your black cardstock. We have a new color called beige, ivory, beige, black, and white. Okay, and then there's the stamp pad, the ink refill, the markers, the cardstock, and we have all our cardstock now, both in 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12, because remember what I said about scrapbooking? We are expanding our scrapbook line, and we're so excited about that. And then last but not least, the index. Whew! Almost didn't make it, but we made it back here. And first of all, find the green label for the heading. This is adhesives. All right. All the adhesives are on page 116 and 117. So just go to 116 to find an adhesive, whether it be glue, tape, whatever, foam dots, whatever, anything that's sticky, page 116. The next section, embellishments. These will be your sequins, your dots, anything like that. Then you have these are alphabetical, by the way. Dies. So all the dies in alphabetical order, whether it's new or old, whether it's in a bundle or not, every single die that is in this catalog is listed right there by its name. And remember, our stamp sets and our dies are named the same thing. So for instance, Cheerful Daisy stamp set, Cheerful Daisy dies. They go together. All right. After dies, you have the embossing folders, page 125. Okay. Don't need anything else. Just go to that page and you'll see them all. The embossing, the heat, and the paste. Okay, so that's all right there. Then your ink and your coloring tools. Okay, so you've got your stamp pads, your ink refills. You've got the StazOn ink, the Mementos ink, the Versamark ink, watercolor pencils, all the different coloring tools right here. Stampin' Spots, all of that. Then you have your memory keeping section, your paper and packaging. So that includes envelopes, cellophane bags, the designer paper. All the designer paper is listed right there. And I underlined the new paper because we had quite a bit of carryover paper from last year. All right. Under paper, you also have the ephemera packs, the grid paper, for working on. A lot of people ask for that. Masking paper, the paper butterfly embellishments, things like that. Anything that's made of paper is going to be here in paper. Then you've got your punches, you've got your ribbon, here's all the stamp sets. And I went through and highlighted all the ones I already own, so I don't accidentally reorder. And last but not least, the tools and the storage. So a very comprehensive index now, and organized in a way you can find things much easier. Last but not least, there is some information on joining Stampin' Up! To be a demonstrator, which is awesome because you get 20% off everything. Plus you get, I can help you run a business if that's something you'd like to do or not. And then here is some ways that you can gather some friends together also. So great stuff. And then one last thing, if you are a crafter and you create and sell cards, a lot of people do that. You want to make sure if you're using Stampin' Up! Images that you want their angel policy. And the angel policy is just this little stamp that says copyright Stampin' Up! That's it. That's all there is to it. I hope you all enjoyed this walkthrough. I know it was kind of long and fast, but I hope it will help you. Okay. Bye-bye.